Hello and welcome to another video. So in today's video, we are going to use my Cricut. What do I have, girl? An Explorer. Let's see. I have an Explorer 3. So we're gonna use my Cricut Explorer 3 for the first time. Like really for the first time. I haven't even opened this. I've never even turned the machine on. But one of you asked me to use the machine. And I didn't tell you this, girl, but I don't know if I know how to use the machine. This little guy right here is the one that I was using before. If you guys saw it in the video where I unboxed all of these things, this was my favorite. I did not buy the larger one because I was like, what if I don't use this? What if this is all just a scheme? It's all just a gimmick and it's not something that I'll actually use. So we didn't make the investment in getting me a larger one. My husband actually found this at Walmart, like on discount, even from the price that it was at already. And I ended up using it and liking it. But one of the things that I was not able to do was make stickers because print to cut is not a feature that is available on the Cricut Joy. So we went ahead and bought this one. So I know stickers is kind of a longer process to make stickers. So we're gonna see what we can do. I've never used it. I don't know. I don't know. We probably should start off with something simple like labels, right? So let me first show you. So this came with this machine. We're going to turn it on together here in a second. We're going to open this up. I have no idea what's inside of it, but I do want to show you just some of the tools that I have before we get started. They might be valuable for you to purchase. These are all tools that I use when I use my Joy. So let's get started. All right, so down here is my Cricut tools. Okay, so we're just gonna get some of these. This also came with my Cricut over there. So I guess it's just some black vinyl, white vinyl, and it looks like some transfer tape. We'll open it up and see exactly what it is. But this also came with the new machine. And then I purchased these from Amazon, okay? Because it's very expensive to purchase the Cricut materials from like Hobby Lobby and things like that. These came from Amazon and they're just little squares and they have many different colors. I mean, I don't even know how many is in here, but there's a lot, as you can see. So I purchased these and they have like funky colors too. So like a hot pink, things of that nature. Let's see what else we've got down here. This is, girl, ouch. That's sharp. This is vinyl, but this is like high quality vinyl, the vinyl that I use to make the car decals. It's not the same material as the one that I got from Amazon and not really the same material as the ones I get from the store. I bought a lot of transfer tape. This is only half of it, but I bought a lot of transfer tape. This is by Cricut. I bought this transfer tape from Amazon and it is my favorite. And as you can see, it comes in a large quantity because like I said, I use it to make the car decals. This is HTV, so it really just depends on what project you're working on, what kind of materials that you need to use. Y'all know I like sparkle and glitter and stuff like that. So, and then there's just a bunch of scraps in here. Girl mats for making custom cards and all that kind of stuff. So all that stuff is in here. I have more rolls of vinyl, which I'll show you here in a second, inside of my other craft cabinet, but I just want to show you some of the materials that might be useful for you. So definitely whenever you see like vinyl on sale, just go ahead and pick it up if you're going to be using it. Now the rest of these are in this closet because the sight of this absolutely makes me ill, okay? The sight of these little extras like this, so I just keep the vinyl inside of here. These sheets like this, you can actually buy from Hobby Lobby. They come like pre-packaged, kind of like the ones from Amazon, but this is way more expensive to buy it from them like that. So yeah, I just have a bunch of them. This one actually came from the Dollar Tree, so the Dollar Tree sells vinyl as well. And yeah, I just have a bunch. Like this is a color I didn't even use, removable binder. So as you can see, $8.99, honey. You can get like 100 sheets for $8.99 at Amazon. So on Amazon, I mean, it's really not worth it to buy it from the store unless they're having some sort of sale. I realized that I do not have a mat to fit this thing. So I know the Explorer 3 does matless cutting. So let's see how that works out, because if it didn't come with one inside this little package, that means I don't have one. So here's a little packet that it came with. Let's see what's inside. so just some vinyl, transfer tape, more vinyl, and very thick vinyl, my goodness. So yeah, nothing really important. This is all stuff that I have. Not saying that I won't use it, but it would have been nice for this thing to come with a mat. So now let's open up this. It says let's get started. Activate your machine. So if you don't know how to activate it all, I guess there's a little pamphlet to show you how to do that. Warranty, all that kind of stuff. And looks like more vinyl. Just one more sheet is in here. And it's probably like a little practice sheet. So that's what comes in here. Like I said, still wish they would have gave some mats for the price point of this machine. But we don't have that. So let's just put that down there. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this guy on. Girl, I don't know was I supposed to open it? Let's go ahead and open it. I think it does a little pressing action. Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's nice. Okay. And it looks like it already has one blade in there. See, my other machine, let's show you because we got time. My other machine, it just has one little blade right there. I see A and B here, so totally different setup. But we're gonna work with it. So another thing is you're gonna need to download Cricut Design Space. Now I usually make all of my products using my computer. However, as you can see, this machine is not by my computer, so it's just easier to have something that's portable. I will say that for me, it's easier like working it on my laptop because I don't, you're using your fingers, sometimes it's just a little hard to do this. But if you plan on drawing, like if you can draw and you're gonna draw stickers and things like that, it's probably the easiest to just do everything on one platform like the iPad, because I don't know about your computer, but I can't draw on my computer. Honey, I can barely draw. I can't draw, okay? So it barely works on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and begin to set up the machine. Okay. Machine selected.
So that was an epic fail. Such an epic fail. You probably won't even get to see it, all right?
So we're gonna do this. I am gonna show you all of the materials, I don't know why that was a tongue twister, that you're going to need that might be useful for working with the machine, okay? And when I say the machine, we're gonna talk about this machine. I don't know what it takes to work with the Explore 3. I keep wanting to say Air. I think that's because of the iPad. I don't know what it takes to work with that, okay? I can only show you the machine, but obviously it works a lot differently than the other machine. It's supposed to have more features. I don't know all the features. However, I thought it was easy as just printing, like pressing print and cut, and then it would do a little more. No, you have to learn how to layer. So the picture that I wanted to use was a very complex picture. You've probably seen it by now. It's my little travel icon, my little ballerina, that my little sister drew, by the way. So if you need some illustrations done, if you like anime kind of cartoon illustrations, she is definitely your girl, okay? I will leave her information down below if she's okay with that. And it ain't free. I had to pay for the icon. So if you need some illustrations drawn, let me know and I can reach out to her for you, or however we can get that done. But anyway, that picture is pretty complicated in that it has many different pictures. Oh, excuse me, many different components, and you have to print all of those things off separately. So let's say, let me actually I want to pull the picture up because I want you to know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the picture, right? So you see the straps right here? Well, the straps would have to be one thing that's cut separately. The legs, because it's a different color, will be another thing that's cut separately. The shirts will be another thing that's cut separately. The eyes will be another thing that's cut separately. And then you'll be able to kind of piece all these things together like a picture. So you don't get to like print it off all at one time unless you're printing it from the printer and you're just kind of cutting around it. It's like one big sticker, you know what I mean? But if you wanted to have all those little intricacies that's on the picture like this, they're all cut out separately. Okay, I'm gonna say that. So the first thing, which is one of the reasons why I can't show you anything on the Cricut, because I didn't realize that it did not come with a mat. My little Cricut came with this little mat right here, and then I purchased a larger one. But of course, this one, you're gonna have to have like a wider one. The Cricut Joy also did matless cutting, meaning you can use the materials without having a mat. This one also does that. However, I still need a mat, okay? So it didn't come with a mat. I'm gonna have to go buy a mat. I'm just gonna order one from Amazon because it's raining. I don't feel like it. Another thing is, if you can see, like, this has all these little sticky sticks on it. Okay, these things are supposed to be like tacky ever so slightly. The different colors are the different levels of like the different colors are different levels of like stickiness. However, I have a little trick, and that is when they're no longer sticky, there's no need for you to go out and to buy another one. I just take a glue stick, okay, and just put a little on there and then wipe off a little extra stickiness. But it does make it a little messy, like, you know, if you don't cover it with like a plastic piece of paper, stuff gets on it. So there's that. But this is an easy fix because these things, you know, it adds up if you keep buying them. So you'll need some mats. You can order from Amazon. I ordered this sticker paper. This is label making paper, 100 sheets. If you're trying to like open a sticker shop, just want to make stickers for like your calendar and stuff like that. That's really why I got it. It's not that I want to make a sticker shop. I just wanted to make my own stickers. I didn't want to pay for them. So yes, this. I showed you guys all of my vinyl. This little guy right here is a weeding like trash can. So this is a weeding tool, and when you're weeding little pieces, I'm gonna show you that here in a second, okay? When you're weeding little things, you just slick it through there, and it just makes it really easy. Just to have a little trash can, okay? So then at the end, you have all these little, let's see. Can you see all those little weeding pieces inside of there? Is this necessary? Absolutely not, but it is cute. It does suction to the table, and it does work. So also these tools, I never really use this. It kind of like gets the vinyl pieces off of the mat. You don't need it. Most of the time I do it with my fingers. Most of the time I don't even be using this like this. Like I'll use it for the big pieces, and the rest of the pieces I'll do it with my finger. You do not have to buy Cricut brand products. You can go to the Dollar Tree to get them. You can order them from Amazon. You can order them from AliExpress. Like you don't have to spend the money on the Cricut tools. The bigger one has a place for you to place all this stuff. These are for the Cricut Joy. Allows you to make like cards and stuff like that. So these are pins for that machine. I imagine that this machine can do the same thing. You just stick it in there, but I don't know that it can. So little tools like this, if you're into making cards and stuff for your family. Let me show you, girl. Let me show you this. So you guys have probably seen this on my wall before. Now you do need this, okay? It's basically the tool that like smooths things down when you're using like transfer paper and things of that nature. So here are these. This one, as you can see, they don't look all that different. Aside from this one says Cricut. I got this one from the Dollar Tree. Works just fine. The last tool that I would say that you do need is some sort of X-Acto knife. I did not get this from Dollar Tree. This one came from Hobby Lobby, I believe, but it's just an X-Acto knife so that you're not wasting so much of your vinyl by like not making exact cuts. So you think this would be common sense, but the first time when I said it was a fail, I didn't do it the right way. This needs to have adequate enough space for, let's say, this mat to extend fully backwards and forwards, because that's kind of how the machine works. So I'm just gonna open this guy up, and we're going to turn it on. And then I'm just gonna stick this in here. I'm just gonna test it myself. Okay, so that doesn't, I'm just gonna move it forward a little bit more. Okay, looks dangerous because it's on the edge there, but it's better than getting caught up in the blinds back there and messing up the material. So let's lay this out, get some vinyl, and then get something to cut out so I can show you just a very simple how you work this thing. So I'm searching for something free here, and I don't see anything. I mean, there are little things for 99 cents and stuff like this, but as you can see, like something like this, you would still have to print it out in layers, because it's not all one color. This you could probably print out just at one time, because you can see it's all one component, it's all one color. The same thing with this, definitely that, and definitely this. So I don't know, is this free? Let's see. It's 99 cents. I'm not paying 99 cents. So let's just do this. I'm gonna go in here and get shapes, and we're just gonna make a heart. It's so close to Valentine's Day. I don't know why my background looks like this. Let's see if I can change it. There we go. I don't know why I had the camera on. So just gonna put a little heart here. Now, the color on here only really matters for like printing and cutting, and if you have different components to the one piece of artwork. Okay, so we're just going to use this heart, so the color that I have it here doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to put let's put tansy, and I want to use the eye just because I want to show you the weeding tool, and you know, that right there, you know, would probably be helpful. The eye, because you have to cut it out. Okay, so what I'm also going to do is make sure. Now you can do this on a laptop, you don't have to do this on the iPad. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm putting everything over here, because remember, I only have this small one right here. So if I put something over here, even if I did have the big one, it's kind of wasting the vinyl. So I'm just gonna make sure that I resize it. Actually 8, it's about right here, and then it says 8 across. So like right here to right here is how big that heart is. So this is a good way to also see like how big the picture is that you're making. Just make sure that you're corresponding it to the numbers up here. But like I said, this isn't actually the mat that goes with this, so I have to be careful with that. We're just gonna cut it out and see, you know, see what it do, okay? We're gonna be testing this out together. Okay, so I have that set, the picture that I'm making. Now let me get some vinyl so that we can put it on there. I have 2 different colored pinks here. So what I could do is I could do the heart double on this piece of paper here. You're gonna see when I go to the next screen, allowing me to use 2 different colors, but I'm only gonna use 1 color right now. And I'm gonna use this one because I really like that hot pink, and I might be able to use it for something else. So I'm just going to fit, hope that you can see me. Set this up. Just have yourself a nice working space, because this stuff, girl, this stuff will be all over the place, okay? So because I don't know the exact measurements for this grid, because it's actually measuring for the smaller joy, I'm just going to use this whole little blue thing here. So the X-Acto knife that I just told you would be a good tool for you to have. I'm just going to cut this off. Okay. And this just stops you from wasting unnecessary materials. And it also caused me to cut my thing, but that's what it's for, right? So here we are. I have this on there. Now it doesn't matter that this is not like exact. You see it's coming off of there, because this is a much larger machine. Now if I was doing it on here, this wouldn't fit, and then it would jumble. Like, I'm gonna show you, as it goes through these little things right here, it would jumble up and it will mess up my project. So I'm not gonna have the issue here, because like I said, it's a much larger surface, but I did want to mention that. So we're gonna just put this on here like this. Let me make sure I'm in focus. Okay, so just sit there right there. So then I'm gonna press, let's see, I focused a little too much. Okay, so then I'm gonna press make it. And as you can see, it's asking me if I wanna do it without a mat or with a mat. So the mat that I have right here is actually a 12 by 12, and I don't wanna mess anything up. So what I'm gonna do is do it without a mat, because I didn't know that it wouldn't let me try. So this one is a 12 by 24. So it's this length, but it's a little wider. And like I said, the 12 by 12 is the one that I have. So let me just not mess up my machine, because this is the first time I'm using it. And we're gonna just use the other pink piece of paper that I have. So ain't trying to break nothing, child. And I don't even know if this thing is long enough. So just gonna click without a mat, confirm. This asking me about this. And you can put mirror, like if you're using, if you're doing something iron-on, you have to make sure you put it on mirror. Without the mat, basic cut, material size. And now I need to make sure that the machine is actually connected, because it's not going to print anything if it's not. Come on. It sure is slow for to say it's an upgraded version, child. That's why I don't be, girl, if you got like a 1, or, I mean, the first one they made or whatever, it's all the same stuff. They just be trying to sell us other stuff. I usually don't pay attention to this unless it's like iron-on. I would choose iron-on, but let's say it's smart removable vinyl. And the reason why it's saying smart, because it's saying the only way that I can use the smart material is, only way I can use it without a mat is if I use smart material. So here it is, ready to go. And it's telling me right now that it's going to cut Tansy eye out first as opposed to the heart. So let's just see how that works. Like I said, it's my first time using this machine. And already it is proving to be very different than my Joy. So as you can see, this little button is asking me to play or pause. I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and then it's definitely responding here on my iPad. So it switched to another screen that says preparing, which is also a nice thing about using a device that you can keep close to the machine, because if I was on my computer, I wouldn't be able to see what's going on. So you see how this thing is moving around, acting all crazy and stuff like that? That means it's not smart material. Okay? That's what this means. It means it's not smart. It's actually very dumb. Girl. That was very interesting. Action complete. Your cut has completed, okay? So now I'm gonna unload it. And I'm not gonna stress my machine out anymore, okay? I wish you could see I wish you could see this. Hold on. Can you see it? So it started off real nice, and then it went crooked, and then it says in. Girl, look at the Z's. Can you see the Z's? Can you see how small the Z's are? So this was a fail. I have to go to the store and buy a mat. Like I said, the machine did not come with a mat, which at the price point is actually asinine, because the smaller one did come with a mat. But it's not gonna work if you don't have smart materials, which, you know what? Hold on, because they actually gave us, hold on, please hold. So let me show you the difference. This is a smart vinyl, the one that came with it, and this is not. As you can see, it's like it's just very thin, and this one is a very sturdy piece of material. So let's show you how this one works in here. We're just gonna go ahead and print the same sheet. And no, you don't have to like redo this. All you gotta do is load it. Oops. Wait. So I'm just gonna press next. So it thinks it's already done that, but it hasn't. So I'm just gonna press Smart Permanent Vinyl. Load it again. As you can see, things are already moving a lot smoother than before. And then you can also see my iPad in there, so you can see what's gonna happen on the screen. It's just sensing and basically like making sure the paper is right and all that kind of stuff. Then I'm gonna press play on the machine. And then it says cutting. And let's see. So you see how differently this is going? Now I will say now that this machine is moving a lot faster than the first Cricut that they have, okay? I think my sister actually had the second one. So it's moving a lot faster and way faster than my little Joy. And let's see if this cuts it correctly. So as you can see, the iPad's telling me that the action is complete. I'm just gonna press OK. You have to press OK before you unload it. Then I'm gonna unload it. And then as you can see, that came out perfectly. Let me bend it down. That came out perfectly. So that's basically how you use it. Now, like I said, when you want to do something that's more intricate, it's a whole different process, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that after we get a mat and things like that, but I did want to go ahead and make this video for the person that asked, and for myself as well, and anyone else who's interested in getting into making your own products this year. As always, if you have a question, ask a question, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.